fa segno quando li possiamo chiamare.
We should be almost ready.
Stanno entrando tutti. Ho cambiato un po' la presentazione perché tra i 150 dell'altra volta c'erano due che hanno... a te. È grandissimo. Well, okay, so welcome everybody. It's now time to open our graduation ceremony, and we start by calling our students in, starting from the International Full-Time MBA.
Happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel
Now
like
it's time to call in the International Part-Time MBA students.
if you know what happiness is, you clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
last but not least, the International Flex Executive MBA students.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Okay. I think everyone has taken a seat, so welcome everybody again. It's really impressive to see this room so full. And we now start the graduation ceremony with the opening address from our Dean, Andrea Sienesi. Thank you very much.
Okay. It's always a great view from here to see such a great number of new MBA and executive MBA students from our graduate school. We are very proud of you, basically. But I want to start my very, very short speech with a great thank to your parents that I think we need to acclaim because because they have supported you and also tolerated you during during this month that you have spent mostly with us, I would say. And maybe you remember, if you go back to the first day of the executive MBA, if now you close your eyes and go back in time 1 year or 2 years ago when you started, maybe you could remember. That's the very nice part of the celebration. The new prospect students for MIP. More than welcome. In a few words, if you go back to that day, maybe you remember that I was walking in front of you, telling that you were at the beginning of a transformation process, but that at the end you would have been very, very happy for having reached a very ambitious target. Now you got it. And so you have to be very proud of what you have done in the past month. Your parents must be very proud of you. We are very, very proud of your success. And so let's and this is for you, and you absolutely deserved it. And but during the month that we have spent together, we also the school followed the transformation process, and basically we increase the number of the partners. Today we are very happy of having one of our partners to deliver a speech to you. We have improved our reputation in terms of accreditation. Now we are EQUIS, SAMBA, EOCCS for the digital learning. And we have also improved our position in the ranking, both in the executive MBA and in the online MBA or executive MBA. But let me say, on top of this, we are experiencing also a growth in the turnover of the school, and this is thanks to to you. I have to say great thank for this. But I think that the fact that we are still growing is because we are gaining a reputation. So maybe I think that you are pretty happy of having spent your time with us, and you are great ambassadors for our school. And obviously this means that we still have to invest to sustain the growth. You are experienced some shortage in classrooms, maybe you not, because our staff team was able to manage some big problems of overlap, and now we are building new classrooms. We have abandoned the idea of having a terrace in the MIP, and we are transforming the terrace in classrooms. And we are in the pipeline for the approval of the construction of a new residence for foreign students attending the masters or international master programs in our school, and this residence will be entitled to Gianluca Spina, that was the former dean of MIP that unfortunately died 3.5 years ago. And we are obliged to invest. We are obliged to invest because we need to continue to design and to develop new programs, new formats, to target new countries and so on, because we really believe that it's only those who do nothing that never do a mistake. And this keep this as a first strong message of this evening. Don't be shy. Try, and the mistake is something that, obviously, don't do too many mistakes, but some mistake can be affordable. And this is, maybe you have seen it in the vending machine. This was the video that we have developed for celebrating the 15 years of the International Executive MBA, International Full-Time MBA, and these are all the countries from where our students came in the past 15 years, and it's pretty impressive now, because people like me, I was the first director of the International MBA. I remember that challenge. I would never have bet after 15 years to having being able of reaching such kind of variety in terms of country of origins. But this continuous investment, this set of continuous effort is strictly related to our mission. Our mission is to impact on society. We are a not-for-profit school, so we need to do profit, but to reinvest it in order to accomplish to our mission, that is to impact on society. And we try to impact on society by creating and sharing knowledge, a specific knowledge that is the knowledge at the intersection between management, engineering, and economics. But at the very end of these years or months that you have spent with us, I hope that you will never forget our values. Our values are the integrity, the unethical behavior must be rejected under all circumstances. I think we are one of the top business schools in terms of integrity. We have no students of our MBA or executive MBA that were involved in scandals. And this is pretty good. It's not so bad, no? This means that...
Please be careful.
So, and I'm sure that you will not disrupt this great positioning of our school. We strongly believe in the respect of any kind of diversity, of gender, of culture, of personalities, of ideas, and so on. I think we have not to waste time discussing about the expertise. Today you are very, very expert. But I think that during the month that you have spent with us, you have perceived one of the great value of our school, that is the passion. The passion from my colleagues of the faculty, the managing team of the MBA, the staff, all the people that work in our school. And I hope that moving out from MIP, you will continuously behave with the same passion that 2 years ago or 1 year ago made you come to join this big venture. And I want to finish my speech with a sentence that is not mine, but it's from Mahatma Gandhi, that is, live as you were to die tomorrow and learn as you were to live forever. Not necessarily at MIP, even if it's better, but please don't stop learning. Don't stop learning even after this graduation. And in order to help you in not stopping, we have done a very huge investment, and you will be some of the people that will get the benefits from this great investment. That is the design of a completely different, of a completely new way of being a business school. And the project is the Flexa project, and I leave now the floor to the inventor of this project, in order to, and pay attention. This is one of the projects where we cannot do mistake, no? And so we need your help.
So right on my project, we cannot do the mistake.
Thank you very much, Andrea.
Vediamo se ce la faccio in autonomia. Non si può, credo aprirla tutte e due. Poi? No, qua. Okay, thank you, Andrea, for your speech. And let me start, first of all, saying big congratulations to all of you for your achievement. It's really well deserved. And then I have to start also by sending a really big thank you to the wonderful girls who helped you in these months, the staff of our MBA and Executive MBA division, who were, I'm sure, a very important asset for you in your MBA. So thank you very much for your work, Martina, Alisa, Giulia, and Daria. Doppio. Okay. Okay, as Andrea said, we wanted to take this opportunity to tell you something very, very briefly about Flexa, which is a new digital learning platform we are working on. And we wanted to do that right now because starting from the beginning of next year, Flexa will be available for you to offer new continuous learning, career development, and networking services designed for our students and for our alumni community. But to tell you something more about the idea behind this new project, let me just start with a short video that I'm sending right now. Okay. As you may have understood from the video, which is very inspirational, but I mean, maybe it's not so clear from the video, what is Flexa? So Flexa is a personalized continuous learning digital platform that we are creating to offer you and our students innovative services to help you grow your career as fast as possible. It features a tool that we designed to do a benchmark and an assessment of your hard, soft, and digital skill. And the platform uses the artificial intelligence services from Microsoft to recommend the best and most tailored learning contents to close your skill gaps. It also offers other additional amplified networking services and gives you some new opportunities to stay in touch and enter in contact with HR recruiters and headhunters. And I think the interesting thing about Flexa is that it not only includes digital contents and face-to-face learning opportunities offered by our school, but also contents that we can provide you through partnership we are signing with other important and well-respected universities like Instituto de Impresa, Harvard Business School, MIT Sloan Management School, from the most important massive online open courses platforms like Udemy, Udacity, Coursera, like providers of digital contents like TED Talks, HR Talks, and editors and publishers like the Financial Times, Gartner, and the New York Times. Flexa will be released in the next months in 3 waves, starting from the end of this year. And the first wave, as you can see here from this picture, will be focused on the hard, soft, and digital skill checkup. So any of you can go on Flexa, take some tests, and have a feedback about what are your main skill gap, depending on the career aspiration that you have. And starting from that, Flexa will be able to recommend to you some face-to-face and digital learning pathways that you can follow to close those skill gaps. Starting from the beginning of next year, the second wave of Flexa will add a number of networking services for you. You will have the opportunity to find the best mentor and coach to help you address some challenging business problems. You can take part in peer-to-peer content generation challenges and also join thematic communities of interest to keep updated on what's going on new topics and trends. And finally, starting from April next year, Flexa will be able to put you in touch more closely with the world of HR recruiters and hunters. So you will see all the job postings and job opportunities that our partner companies will be publishing through Flexa. And on the other side, companies can involve you in sponsored business challenges to see your skill in action. And of course, they can use the platform to tell you something about what they search for as a tool for improving their visibility in our alumni and student community. So this is just very briefly what is Flexa about. But if you want to know something more, because as I said before, this is something which is a new service for you starting from beginning next year. This is the website where you can find more information. So stay in touch. But if some of you want to be involved earlier than the beginning of next year to start experience Flex and help us train the artificial intelligence algorithm which are at the basis of Flexa, you can send a message to us through the website you see there, and you can become a Flexa pioneer and start working with us earlier on this project. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much. Okay. Now it's time in this opening section of the graduation ceremony to welcome here our guest speaker for his commencement address, Mr. Alessandro Lombardi, who is Vice President Procurement EMEA and Global Raw Material, Whirlpool Corporation. Thank you for being here.
And by the way, Alessandro is also a member of the board of directors of the school.
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me here today in this very important day for many people. It's a real pleasure and an honor for me to be here today. I'm sure you'll be disappointed that after 2 years of slides and presentation, I don't have any slide to present you today. And even more so, I will not have any advertising on Whirlpool Corporation. So even more amazing, kind of. So what I'm going to tell you about in the next about 10 minutes is kind of a certain personal reflection about trying to connect why I've been joining Whirlpool technically about 23 years ago, so kind of amazing. How does that connect with you? And why Whirlpool is so much connected, integrated, and investing on MIP Business School. So I hope not to confuse you too much, but that's very much what I'm trying to say in the next 10 minutes. So, well, I've been graduating from Polytechnic of Milan about 23 years ago. So that's kind of amazing. Back 23 years ago when I graduated, I had, I want to share with you, a lot of options to select which company to join. And this gives you a sort of a feeling about the reputation and the recognition of the school you are just about to finish. But more important, I want to share with you why I did select Whirlpool, which were the reason behind, what I was looking for. And guess what? The fact that after 23 years I'm still in Whirlpool is because I found what I was looking for 23 years ago. So when looking at Whirlpool, I was looking for an international experience. I was looking for a real multicultural environment, a company to work with the right values, an aspiration to drive a change in the marketplace. I was personally very open to international expatriate assignments, both to test my professional growth, but all the more so my personal, cultural growth. And to a certain extent, I've been graduated as an electronic engineer, but over the course of that, let's say, 5 years period, at the very end, I changed from a sort of technical background to a more economical and management skills background. So in reality, in joining company, I was very much trying to understand what was all about my future. And I was still sort of challenged about, should I take a sort of technical career ladder, or should I be taking a sort of more managerial career ladder? So I probably at that time selected the most challenging option I had on the table because I don't know how many of you realize that, but Whirlpool is quite well known today in the marketplace, but in 1995, so you can now make the calculation, Whirlpool was in Europe since 5 years because Whirlpool acquired Philips Home Appliance division 5 years before. And in fact, when I joined that company, nobody knew that company because we were still selling product with Philips brand. So it was a kind of a bet on the future because during the interview process, the feeling I got was this company, gosh, might really hit the aspiration, the value, and the experiencing I was looking for when I've been joining with that. So I said, let's try to join this company. In all truth, I had probably 30% probability to stay longer than 5 to 6 years. Well, guess what? I'm still there after 23 years. So lots of aspiration, lots of expectations, and I found most of them. Considering all of that, and again, I just remember what I mentioned to you, international, expatriate assignment, multicultural environment, challenging, and so on, I'm guessing you might understand what is the connection with this graduation, I would say, ceremony. Because technically, when we've been looking at you, most of the experiencing I've been trying to gain in joining Whirlpool, to a certain extent, you experienced during the last 2 years, year and a half, depending upon which course you are in. So why Whirlpool and MIP and what we are looking for? When we look at you, we are looking at people, talent, which exactly combine, for the large part of you, technical expertise with business and management skills mindset, which is not that easy to find soon after a sort of university or an MBA program. Believe me, it's largely an international environment. Of course, just looking around, it's visible. It is a kind of a challenging course, the one that you went through. I see a lot of people nodding a bit around that, which is good because it's testing you, your capability and your perseverance. What is very much relevant from a company perspective, which is looking at talent intake, is the training or the course you went through is combining a sort of a theory and a practical approach. Most of you, actually all of you, have been experiencing project work, company experience, which is not by design happening in every single MBA, I would say, program around the world. It combines state-of-the-art tools in terms of education, and more you have seen, you have experienced the IoT, so the internet, I would say, is becoming part of your day-by-day in terms of education as well. And when we look again from a talent intake perspective, it is visible that the MIP programs are targeting not the current skill set to provide people success on the current situation, but looking at the future situation, which is very much relevant for a company which is looking after 5, 10 years in terms of investment when they are looking at talent intake. So, right mindset, flexibility, and drive. In all truth, other than Whirlpool, I would say most of the international corporations are looking after what I've been just sharing with you when looking at the young talent intake into a company. So guess what? I think it's quite easy to connect what they've been experiencing through when joining Whirlpool, what I just shared about the way we look at the graduation of the people graduating from MIP, and why Whirlpool is so much correlated, connected, and is investing so much on both Polytechnic of Milan and on MIP. So many touch points, as I mentioned, you might have experienced with Whirlpool, talent days, project work. It's all about trying to connect with you and trying to target and select which are the best out of you that we could target to hire, I mean, in all truth. That is the strategy. And I would say we have a pretty good track record. I don't have the figures with me. I don't have any presentation. But over the last 5 to 10 years, we've been hiring a pretty large amount of people being graduated out of MIP of Milan. So we would love to keep the same track record moving forward. We believe so much in MIP that, as mentioned by Andrea before, we decided 2 years ago, and I'm honored to have been the person pushing for that, to have Whirlpool investing on MIP. So we are now one of the main private stakeholders of MIP, and technically, we have been investing on MIP because of you, in all truth. In fact, we did invest for 90% of the reason behind that because of the talent we see when you've been joining our corporation. So be proud about that. I mean, that's a very important topic for us. So I would like to finish saying that today is clearly a great day for all of you. It's a landmark. Feel good about that. I wish you, I would say, all the best for your future. Be open to new challenges. Don't set limit to your aspirations. I'm confident you'll make a great staff moving forward, joining the working environment. You, and this is what I want to stress, you are exiting MIP with the right skill set to have the right opportunity once moving out today from this university and master. So I'm looking forward to work with some of you. I cannot promise to hire all of you, But I mean, I'm looking forward to have most of you buying Whirlpool appliances moving forward. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your speech and for being such a close partner for our business school. It's very, very important for us to have companies like Whirlpool working with us. I think we closed the first section of this ceremony, and now we move into the second one, which is a little bit more fun, okay, because so far we have been talking to you, but now the floor is yours, because we are asking to one person for each of the three classes who are graduating right now to come here, give his or her speech to the other mates, and there will be also some videos summarizing the experience of the three intakes during the MBA journey. And we start from the International Full-Time MBA with Anand Yogi.
Yeah, it's a nice view. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's an honor to stand here today in front of you all. I don't make speeches. Basically, I'm a bit shy person, as my colleagues and my classmates may know in the time we spent together. But about a little over a year ago, I was a normal guy, an engineer, and working in an IT company in India. So I was doing my job, and I didn't think of this day back then. But I'm here now. I'm more focused about my life. I'm clear about my goals. And this year gave me a lot, and I thank myself to choose MIP and to choose Italy to do this master's and to turn my life into this path. Today I stand before you as a personification of conflicts. I find myself on this podium experiencing numerous amount of emotions, and I'm certain many of you here agree with me on this point. Firstly, and perhaps most obviously, I am filled with a great sense of happiness and accomplishment. My peers and I have put much efforts for the last 1 year, and to stand here today and say that we have earned the right to stand here. The people who are here, we survived an year, or some survived more than a year of Italian language especially. And getting to this class every morning, I remember it's 9 a.m. sharp, even whatever the weather is, whatever you did last night, doesn't matter. You have to be there at 9. Even on Saturdays if you are learning Italian. So it was really fun. We survived some weird working experiences with all of our classmates, with some groups, and it was a really nice, sweet and sour experience. We survived SWOT analysis, dude. I can't tell you what is this. But those crazy assignments on weekends, and I think all of us can take some pride in that. So now on a serious note, I would like to say that my experience at MIP have left me with one final emotion. And my last sentiment I will share with you today is hope. I hope that I will use my skills that I learned in this MBA and that was taught me in this college. I also hope that you all will do the same in whatever way you see it fit. So even more so, I hope that in the near future, education itself will not be a privilege for the few in this world. And finally, I hope from the bottom of my heart that someday in future, a class speaker or my colleague can stand here on this podium and look into the audience of this closet and the dearest friends whom he never would have met without the experience in MIP and whom he will never forget. An audience of faculty members, the family members and the friends who are a big support pillars for a person sitting here and going through with all this master in this college. And look at the most important people in his life and feel happy, sad, relieved, scared, accomplished, and whatever the heart desires without feeling guilty about a damn thing. So thank you very much for this day, and Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky. We danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, just don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My I hear it calling outside my window. I feel it in my soul. The stars were burning so bright. The sun was out till midnight. I say we lose control. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. Everything is looking up, everybody up now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life.
Thank you for sharing your memories of hard work and study. Thank you very much. Okay, now it's time to call here Robert Benjamin Thompson for the International Part-Time MBA.
Yay! Here's the old rule from the military: never be first, never be last, never volunteer. And I skipped class and they volunteered me, so here we are. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Ben. I want to thank the Dean and Director Frattini and Mr. Lombardi for your words. I also want to thank Director Lettieri and Valentina and Giulia for your support and your guidance and tolerating us. Yes, that was it. I want to thank all the families and friends and spouses that supported us all through this. You helped us get through, especially, I know, the part-time people. We needed all the help we could get. So, and then a special thank you to my colleagues who volunteered me to be up here today. You're the best. We have men and women from all over the world. We have Europe, Africa, Asia, South America, some exotic place called Canada. I don't know how you say that. We all completed this experience together, and I'm proud you gave me the opportunity to send you off. Fire alarm. Okay. Full disclosure: this is not my first graduation speech. Hopefully, it's the last, but you never know. The first one I did in high school. I was 18. I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't want to do this big metaphor about how life is like a river. No, I didn't want to do that. I went with my gut, with my stomach, actually. I talked about chocolate cake. People really liked that. They appreciated that speech. So in the spirit of our innovation class, I'm just going to iterate on a working model, and we'll eventually get to chocolate cake. But first, let's talk about you guys. I mean, we've worked really hard to be here. I don't know about these people, but we worked really hard to be here. Like, when the full-time students are approaching the end, I mean, I'm sure they're anxious. Am I going to find a job? The part-time students are like, I'm just going to have a job. That's it. I'm going to get time back. So everything you have done has been on top of your private life, on top of your professional life. We've had weddings. Davide, Kat, half the Alessandros got married. Births. So Stefano, Eric, Claudio, Kingsley, congratulations on the additions to your families. We've had people moving around the world during the MBA. So Alessandro, Ilaria, Marlitz, Gianfranco, you all changed cities or countries. So you should all be incredibly satisfied and proud of what you've accomplished here. On top of everything else that was going on in your life, you completed this rigorous academic program and the unforgiving deadlines of Julia. Thanks, Julia. If we petition the school, maybe we can get a bonus degree in work-life balance. If you ask any Italian grandmother the secret of ragu, the ingredients might change. But the one thing that won't change is that the longer you cook it, the better it will be. And I think that's how this MBA is going to work. The experience, the skills, the friendships, the network, it's going to stay with you. It's going to keep cooking. It's going to become more valuable with time and with Flexa. The end of the project work is really just the beginning of the next chapter of our lives. So what comes next? Some of you are moving up in your jobs. Some of you are looking to change jobs. Some of you have changed jobs. If you're Gigi, you made a job out of changing jobs. Seriously, the guy's a pro at changing jobs. And some of you, I hope a lot of you are on the way to launching the really cool projects that we worked on during the project work. So you're going to be fine. Seriously, you're going to be fine. It's not all about jobs. It's not all about project work. My grandma didn't make ragu. She used to make a chocolate cake. And my grandpa used to look at that chocolate cake before dinner. And he would say, why don't we just eat dessert first? And that so rarely happens in life. So today is your day. And this also goes for you non-part-time people. You've all made sacrifices to be here and to get this done. You've prioritized projects and deadlines and really late-night phone calls over personal time. You've given up vacations and trips and time off. So you have, as he said, you've earned this afternoon with clips and sweat and beers. And I just want you to appreciate that. So before you rush headlong into the next endeavor, before you plunge into the the next ambitious project, and before you let life just sort of ride over this achievement and distract you, please take a minute today, this evening, this weekend, and just take time for you to appreciate and reflect and reward yourself for this incredible journey that you've done. You've built amazing friendships. You've supported and cared and helped each other get through this so we could come here today and wear these funny hats. So, job well done. You've earned your cake today, whatever that means to you. So today, eat your dessert first. Thank you.
Time after time, I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my shells and kicked in my face, but I've come through. I need to go on, 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 on. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the
Thank you so much. International Flex Executive MBA with Aman Akhtar. Thank you very much.
Hello guys, how are you doing? All good? I see many happy faces here. Be more happy, because only 7% of the world has a college degree. Be happy. Sorry to the full-time and the part-time guys. I'm from Prime Time MBA. It's called the iFlex. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Thursday, you are blocked. And if you're from Dubai, that means you cannot party. Yeah, so sorry. My greetings to the Dean and the whole MIP family, and I'm really honored to be here, and thanks to my class. They have honored me with this occasion that I can speak on their behalf, and I can express on their behalf. And I really think that this is once in a lifetime occasion for us, because we are the very first iFlex class. So basically, we are a part of history. I was serious, by the way. And I think iFlex is the greatest paradigm shift in how education will be perceived and conducted in the future. So maybe from today, after 20 years, when my son will come to me showing me his video lectures, I'll tell him, hey, come on, I know what you're talking about. I have started it. I have been there. So basically, graduation is not really the end, right? It's a beginning, right? Beginning of a mission. Mission to do better. Because we are privileged people, privileged with education, privileged with sense of reasoning. We can say no, we can say yes, we can observe things, and a lot of people cannot do that. So we are privileged people. So it is our duty not to just find job, but also create more jobs. Because the world is going through economical crisis. And if everybody will just think about their own job, what will happen to others? We, as a community that is educated, has knowledge, has studied, has a degree, should think about creating more jobs. Also to create better services and solutions. If you are working in a company, think about changing, adding more value to it. Because being a part of this prestigious institution, sorry, I'm having some alignment issues with my cap. Okay. So being a part of this institution, it is also our duty that we create more value for the world. And how we can do that is by thinking slightly different. How you can do that is by comparison. So for example, what exactly has been happening from the last 40 years might not be right. We as different thinkers and change makers, we can come together and create more value for the world. It's very important that today, as graduates, when we go back to our work desk, or if we are finding a job, or if we are sitting on a desk where we create products, if we are product managers, we should think about creating better products, think about the people, and think about the future generations. Because thing is that, right now, what I see is the world has more opportunities. We are truly digital. 6 years ago, when my father was working in Saudi, he was sending letters to my mom. Okay? Today, he can do a WhatsApp. Hey, sweetie, I'm here. The world is really fast. But my question is, as millennials, we'll be the only generation that might just earn less than the previous generation. It is a really astonishing statistic. We have all the opportunities, all the power in the world, all the digital power, everything in our hand, but we cannot create more wealth. What's happening in here? We all have to think about it, because this is the tipping point. Today is the graduation day, a day that 93% of the world hasn't seen, doesn't know about it, how it works. We are truly privileged people, and we have to think about it, right, and create more value for the world. I would like to thank the members of the House, the whole MIP family. It is the tolerance, the openness, and the support of the Italian education system that in a class of 35 people, where 70% are Italians, are Pakistani speaks. I thank you very much for that. And because of that, I think we can take this message back, that we, as educated, privileged people, when we go back to our countries, when we go back wherever we come from, we should also create a society of tolerance and open opportunities beyond any race, religion, ethnicity, or nationality. I would like to end my speech with a beautiful video made by my very creative colleague, Tania Benitez from Mexico. She's right there. She's a superstar. And I hope that you enjoy watching the video, because we have really enjoyed living those moments. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your 3 speeches because they were really, really insightful. And Ammar said to you all a wonderful message. You should think about creating more value for the world and do that as a community. I think that we would like to help you do that. And this is why I asked Cristina Rossi Lamastro to tell you something more about our alumni community.
Thank you very much, Federico, for recalling the notion of community, for introducing my speech. I start by introducing myself. I'm Cristina Rossi Lamastro, and I'm the delegate for alumni relation of MIP. So welcome here to you and to your family, to all these beautiful people. I have just seen beautiful children. Welcome, and thank you very much to be here with us, sharing this moment. So, the alumni community is a huge, huge community. You can see the number in the slide. More than 9,000 graduates from MIP, which is part of a larger community of alumni of Politecnico di Milano School of Management alumni and of a larger alumni community. So, very large and very vibrant community. This community is with you, and we do several things with you and for you. For a start, we organize events for continuous learning. You today graduate, but we want you continue your learning, and so we have events which we hope can allow you to continue your learning path and to empower your personal and working life. Then we organize networking event. In the picture, in the background, this is a picture taken during our last summer gala dinner, which is our biggest event, but it's not the only networking event we organize for you. We have a very nice series of events all along the here that we call contemporary tales, and we will inform you about this event. Moreover, we acknowledge that this is an international community, and so we have several chapters, several alumni sub-community in different countries, from Switzerland to China and United Kingdom, and so on and so forth. And we have interest group and also sport club, like the sailing club. And we continuously take care on your personal and professional development with event and initiative. So we invite you to take advantage of all our initiative and to be active within our community. There are several steps which you can take in order to be what we call a perfect alumnus of our community. You are welcome to continue to share with us your experience, and we invite you to be an ambassador of our school, and more generally, we invite you to continue to exploit all the opportunity that our school put at your disposal. As I have just mentioned, there are a lot of opportunities for you to continue to be in touch with our school. We encourage you warmly to do this. We also encourage you to interact with our community. Federico before mentioned Flexa, and which is our digital platform. We really champion digital transformation, and so we encourage you to interact with the community online by simply joining our LinkedIn group and very simple thing you can do, I think, immediately. Just put a like of our Facebook page, Alumni MIP. It's a small thing, but it is very, very important for us for continuing to be in touch with you. And more generally, we can join the Alumni Polimi Association, which have a lot of active members. So in a nutshell, we invite you to be active in this community, to interact with us online, and to join the Polimi Alumni Association. Again, what you can do for us, we think that we do important thing for you, but we can do this important thing for you if you continue to do things for us. For instance, we have just seen your colleagues giving speech and representing you during the graduation. This is very, very nice, but it's also important that you continue to do this, acting as leaders for your class. We have a mentorship program. We are glad if you enroll as mentor for your colleague, younger colleague, or that will be student in our master in the future. It's important that the school perform well in international ranking and climb the international ranking. The higher the ranking of the school, the best for you, the higher the value of your title, which is high also independently by ranking for sure. So there are possibilities to be engaged in the ranking procedure, and this is very important for us, that you help us in this journey of climbing the international ranking. We will ask you for support, and we hope that you support us in this process. So, mentorship, continue to be a leader for your class, helping us with the ranking procedure, and helping us to acquire talent and to spread the name of our school all around the world. I'm very pleased that this community is so international and so diverse. We, as Professor Sianesi mentioned before, diversity is one of the main pillar of our vision. Diversity in terms of nationality, in terms of gender, in terms of way of thinking, in terms of personality. Any kind of diversity is very, very welcome here. And I also mentioned financial support is something which happens all around the world, that alumni contribute also in a monetary way to the development of the school. We think that we really want to, sorry, I'm a little bit touched. We really want to continue to be in contact with you, because we think that learning is digital, but connection are humans. And without human connection, digital learning is very difficult and, in my humble opinion, impossible. So we really hope we can stay in contact. We really hope you can join our alumni community. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Cristina. Thank you very much. Before going to the presentation of diplomas, I think it's now time to reward the best performers of the three intakes. So as you know, we have, I don't know if you really know, but we have 2 awards for each intake. One for the best project work. Okay, so we are awarding the best innovation transformation project for each intake that you carried out during your program. And then we also, it's a few years since we have introduced an award for, we call it inspirational performance, to award the person in the class who has grown his leadership capabilities more and has more actively contributed to the networking and relationship building among the team. So I would like to start by calling here Raffaello Balocco for the awards of the Full-Time International MBA. Thank you, Raffaello. Okay. We start from the best project work. Are we ready? Almost ready? Okay. So the best project work for the International Full-Time MBA goes to the project entitled Stereo Vision and Open Innovation, the Blue Thing Solution by Anna Cesarato. Okay. The second award for inspirational performance in this full-time MBA goes to Stefano Marcorelli. Thank you very much. Emanuele, no, it's your turn. So the part-time MBA. The Best Project Work Award goes to a project which is entitled Angeline by Claudio Di Maso, Alessandro Pincione, Alessandro Ungaro e Riccardo Spada. Antonella is the mentor of the project. Guardate là. Non distraetevi. The award to the person who most contributed to the relationship networking in the class, thanks to his leadership skills, goes to Felipe Aguilera. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And finally, for the International Flex Executive MBA, Riccardo. And the Best Project Work Award goes to a project entitled Gateway Italy 2018 Inbound and Outbound E-Commerce Sales Expansion by Luigi Mariani. Thank you very much. The mentor, by chance, is Riccardo, but okay, this is just a detail, okay. And the award for the inspirational performance goes to Simone Lavizzari. Okay, I think it's now time for the section of the graduation you were all waiting for, because now we will move into the presentation of your diplomas. So we will start from the full-time MBA, then the part-time, and finally the Flex Executive MBA, and we will call each of you here for giving you the diploma, taking a picture, and then stay here for the overall picture with your mates. Okay, let's start from the full-time MBA. Martina, you call the students? Thank you very much.
I vostri sono questi, sì. Allora, cioè, serve che io stia qua in questo momento, forse no, per fare un giro. Okay. No, il problema è che non c'è... Devo cambiare delle cose, perché io se c'è, io solo questo. C'è una penna? Vado? Ce l'ho io. Vado? Ci sono tutti.
Elena Selene Abbati. Veronica Lisette Aguilar Gorosica. Sì. Amr Aladl. No, no. Ana Belén Albarracín Samaniego. Talal Alendi. Lorena Anelli. Giulio Barletta. Matteo Bassi. Stefano Bettoli. Bruno Bianchi. Luca Bordoni. Aditya Bundela. Carlo Caccia. Alberto Carniel. Kimberly Castillo Montenegro. Anna Cesaratto. Marco De Gidio. Giacomo Della Valentina. Marina Efremova. Alessandro Franchi. Edoardo Francioli. Emanuele Giglio. Ralph Gruber. Juan Guillermo Guarín Lucas. Eshvaria Jain. Carolina Kalos. Siddharth Kumar. Akari Kunishige. Michele Lauriola. Rick Lucena. Katarzyna Majewska. Ahlad Malu. Valeria Mancuso. Stefano Marcorelli. Bharat Maripi. Atina Miziara. Patricia Teresa Mora Garcia. Ines Mesquita. Joanna Osma. Juan Guillermo Peredo. Daniel Perez. Luca Pronello. Lorena Rios. Fernanda Valentina Roa Vega. Emre Sahin. Marco Sanviti. Julia Schwetz. Riccardo Silingardi Seligardi. Miguel Silva. Roberto Toro Perez. Chiara Torterolo. Isolda Urasgalieva. Akshay Varaparla. Raymond Victory. Anand Yogi. Marco Zini. Federico Zoia. Also, Astrid Callegaro, Sophie De Santana Snowden, Lauren Schmeg-Meneghetti, Fernando Rossi de Oliveira, Arshid Mahmoud are graduating today.
For the International Part-Time MBA, Felipe Aguilera. Germana Anna Ambrosone. Benjin Bike. Marzio Bellani. Davide Belloni. Marco Brusasca. Alberto Cammarota. Donatella Carbone. Vincenzo Caso. Erika Castagnetti. Luigi Cipriani. Marco Cocolin. Gianluca Corti. Luigi Cristo. Claudio Di Maso. Sandro Duarte. Sifanguo. Vincent Elghi. Merilitz Kokorotsiku. Morris Lessi. Erika Lia. Felicia Lin. Chiara Loss. Paolo Manara. Barbara Manni. Davide Michelis. Gianluca Muratore. Tola Oggio. Andrea Pambuffetti. Andrea Pavan. Stefano Pensa. Chiara Piccolo. Alessandro Pincione. Riccardo Quadri. Alessandro Ranieri. Ilaria Rossi. Alberto Saio. Anna Caterina Saleri. Dimitri Sartor. Giovanni Scaramuzzo. Virginia Soana. Riccardo Spada. Peter Tokaksh. Robert Benjamin Thompson. Alessandro Ungaro. Kingsley Usiomonifo. And also Yana Zikova, David William Douglas, Yuki Arzabek, and Mingei Tsai are graduating today.
Pietro Paolone,
Vado? Okay, now the international flag Semba, Ammar Akhtar. Mayada Attia. Emanuele Balconi. Ruggero Baldi. Tania Benitez. Alberto Branchesi. Stefano Cannata. Alberto Cavaliere. Ilaria Contrassini. Cristina Franchini. Pasquale Franco. Mauro Furno. Grigorios Iatropoulos. Simone Lavizzari. Raffaele Leone. Javier Macedo. Luigi Mariani. Valentina Nardozzi. Betty Petrillo. Mario Privitera. Johan Ciao. Cindy Suarez. Michele Taverna. Simone Zagaglia. And for the International Flexemba, today also graduate Jiui Jiang, Giorgio Mazzi, Matteo Tarabini, Marco Albertini, Mate Barisic, Elisa Chan, Thomas Secker, Laura Sierra, Idua Smishliaev, Vira Smishliaeva e Luca Maria Valsesi.
Hey, you guys remember to come to 3, right? Aspettiamo dei stati.
Aspetta.
Fateli spostare. Spostate. Ok? 1, 2, 3! Okay, the graduation is over, so thank you again for being here and congratulations. But now, remember, we move to the old-fashioned club. Okay, see you there. Bye.